Thank you for watching this video. Being orthodox ZOS system programmer, our world is pretty much defined. Our learning curve is quite experienced, and so we all follow the same for years. Our core area is MVS and JS2, and to work with them we frequently use TSO ISPF services. We learn about different file types, PS, PDS, VZAM. We learn about different language environment, and then start writing our own JCLs using IBM utilities. Being ZOS system programmer, we had to install software, so we gain expertise in SMPE process. Business continuity was demanding. We learned Sysplex setup and configuration. To satisfy business requirement, we install various third-party tools as well. For example, job scheduler, automation, report archival. Our environment was getting complex, and still we got our hands dirty in almost every other area of mainframe system. Security, CICS, DB2, MQ, these are some of them. We keep climbing all these phases as we move forward with our experience level as a ZOS system programmer. This is how my seniors cultivated, and I followed their footsteps. Is it going to be same for next generation? No. Forget about next. It's not going to remain same for this generation itself. Things are changing rapidly. Everything is getting modernized, especially those which have a tag of legacy applications or system. We have witnessed how IT world expanded exponentially. Processes have become more and more easy using graphics. Things are now more modular and agile to fit every business requirement. Did mainframe change that much? Again, no. Mainframe kept moving forward, though little slowly, but without making any compromise with its reliability, availability, and scalability. However, last few years things have changed. IBM vision is to make mainframe work with current IT environment, hand in hand. More and more interfaces and integration opportunities have been now developed. We system programmers cannot stay as it is. We need to adopt these changes, and therefore need of this R is we also need to modernize. We should be modernized system programmer. We keep hearing mainframe modernization. What is this exactly? The way I understand, and if I have to tell this in simple words, then I would say mainframe has opened some of its windows to let this new IT to shake hands with the mainframe environment. Let's see how it's happening. So we have Unix System Services, that is USS, on mainframe. IBM introduced ZOSMF, which uses Unix as its base. ZOSMF offers browser-based GUI with inbuilt functions. System admin is now able to perform some activities without logging into TN3270 session. You can access ISPF, console, system performance, Sysplex management, and problem determination within ZOS web page. You can write your own workflows to perform series of functions. You can define your multiple processes as part of these workflows and have them executed by any other member of team using ZOSMF. IBM even now stopped issuing migration guide for ZOS 2.4 onwards, and it has released a workflow. IBM has already announced that CICS is going to be first planned delivery of server pack in ZOSMF software management format. Along with IBM, other software vendors are also working to utilize ZOSMF software management function to install and configure their product. In ZOSMF, users are allowed to write their own plugins. This is where RESTful API comes in picture. RESTful API is application program interface that uses HTTP requests to read and write data from host. Mainframe provides standard APIs to issue commands on console. We can create, edit, and delete PS, PDS, or Unix files. We can write JCLs and can submit them for execution. Later, we can read the job output from spool as well. This list is growing. Further, we can design screens within ZOSMF to perform these functions using mouse click or press a button on screen. In fact, you have opportunity to use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or AngularJS to build a proper multifunctional pages within ZOSMF screen. IBM ZOS Connect Enterprise Edition. This software provides framework that enables ZOS-based program and data to use API for model, mobile and cloud applications. ZOS Connect provides RESTful API access to ZOS application and data hosted in subsystems such as CICS, IMS, DB2, and MQ. It can work as an API provider as well as API requester for applications. IBM Z Open Automation Utilities. These utilities allows user to run traditional MVS commands, utilities such as IBcopy, IDCAMS, and IKJFT01. It can also perform number of dataset operations in the scripting language of user's choice, that is Java, Python, or Shell commands. Developers can use Unix services to use this function without the need of JCL. At least for these developers, JCL is now become absolute. ZOS Provisioning Toolkit. It is simple command line utility for the rapid provisioning of development. What does that mean? It means without ZOS admin help, developers can now build their application as an image, run the image to test the application with appropriate resources like CICS, and manage the setup their own. This reduces waiting time and dependency on ZOS admin, and overall improves implementation cycle. It uses ZOSMF workflow, which can be set up and controlled by ZOS system programmer. Zowie. This is first open source project for Mainframe, and many of you heard about it. Zowie offers modern interface to interact with ZOS and allow user to work with the ZOS in a way that is similar to what user experience on cloud platform today. It consists of three components: Zowie application framework, API mediation layer, and command line interface. Zowie framework provides a virtual desktop containing numbers of apps to access ZOS functions. It allows ZOS connectivity, editor, and explorer for working with the JES, datasets, and Unix services. API layer provides single sign-on option to work with the ZOS REST API. Zowie command line interface allows to work with the mainframe remotely. It provides core set of commands for working with datasets, Unix, JES, and issuing TSO or console command. IBM ZOS Cloud Broker. It integrates ZOS services and resources into private cloud platform like OpenShift. It allows Kubernetes-based private cloud platform to use ZOS resources for building and running cloud-native applications and modernize existing applications. It allows self-service facility for ZOS resources, therefore eliminating the need of special skill of ZOS administration. Ansible. It is automation engine. You can use this product to perform automation of complex and repetitive tasks on infrastructure, network, container, cloud, and DevOps tools. Ansible allows to automate ZOS application and IT infrastructure as part of enterprise automation strategy. We can use our existing REX, JCL, or ZOSMF assets, or can write new playbook using Ansible as a driver to automate ZOS and ZOS-based softwares. IBM ZOS Container Extension. ZCX makes it possible to integrate Linux applications with ZOS without provisioning separate Linux server. Now developer can write Linux-based applications or hybrid applications, and it can coexist on ZOS system along with other subsystems. It can communicate with other ZOS resources using standard interfaces. Linux-based softwares are packaged as a Docker container image running as a ZCX address space inside ZOS. These are few examples about new things being introduced. This is not a complete list. Every few weeks I hear about new utilities, different ways of simplifying process on mainframe, new development towards modernization. If you do not act now, you will be left behind. Do not forget, traditional ZOS system programmer skills are essential, but one should not ignore or delay learning these new tools and integrations. This will soon become core skills for ZOS system programmer, and you should be all prepared to emerge as modernized system programmer. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you.